Enforcement Directorate. Remember 14-day custody in the Tihar prison, where Manish Sisodia, who's been a former education minister, former deputy chief minister, closest aide to Arvind Kejriwal, is now in Tihar jail for 14 days. The Enforcement Directorate will be questioning him today. Post 11 a.m. is when we are being told that the questioning will begin by the Enforcement Directorate. So what started with notices, raid at his house and offices, and then an arrest, now in Tihar jail. Let's go across to Shreya Chatterjee for the latest on that. Shreya, what are you picking up about the questioning? Is there going to be any cross-questioning, so to say, for now? Or is there going to be a very clear questionnaire that the Enforcement Directorate will have prepared for Manish Sisodia?
Well, Pooja, the matter is that the liquor policy is being investigated both by the Central Bureau of Investigation and the Enforcement Directorate. Given that the CBI has done their share of investigation and questioned Manish Sisodia in their custody, it is now time for the Enforcement Directorate to proceed with the next line of questioning, and obviously this is because that the ED will now be questioning Manish Sisodia.
I'll just try and get that audio line back with you. There appears to be some communication issue, but nevertheless, till we get that back, Shreya Chatterjee has been telling us how post 11 a.m. at the Tihar prison, where Manish Sisodia is presently lodged, the questioning will begin by the Enforcement Directorate. Remember, for the agencies also, it will be very crucial that they have not just a confession statement, so to say, but solid evidence for if they are looking for a conviction. Because otherwise, the Aam Aadmi Party is all guns blazing. It is ready to say that this is political vendetta. They have already maintained it. If the charges are not proven, could Manish Sisodia come back stronger as a bigger neta that no party would right now want? Because Manish Sisodia has portrayed himself as the one who changed Delhi schools, that this is the education model that needs to be emulated across the world, had been going to other nations as well. But for now, all of that seems to be crumbling with the serious charges of Liquorgate. And the reason Liquorgate has fallen on Manish Sisodia, just to tell our viewer watching right now, is because Manish Sisodia had the excise portfolio. He had about 18 departments that he was running after fellow minister Satyendra Jain was also arrested a year earlier. Very interesting trivia, I must add here also to our viewers, that now both Satyendra Jain and Manish Sisodia are in the same prison of the Tihar. And they are not very far from each other. We are being told jail number 1 for Sisodia, unlikely just a few jails apart from that is where Satyendra Jain has also been lodged. 2 sitting ministers of Aam Aadmi Party government in Delhi on charges of corruption and money laundering. But this is what the agencies will have to prove. As it looks like, it could be a long haul for both mantris, a sort of a setback for the Aam Aadmi Party, but they have been blazing against BJP, saying this is deliberate vendetta. According to the agencies, the ED and the CBI maintain that they have solid lead. Now, again, remember, the CBI had taken into custody Manish Sisodia. Now the Enforcement Directorate has also jumped in with the leads because there are financial transactions that are taking place and that were mentioned, digital evidence that had gone missing. And that's one of the reasons that we are bringing this big breaking news to you right now, that apart from the CBI, the Central Bureau of Investigation, that had already started with the case, now the Enforcement Directorate has come in and will be questioning Sisodia at the Tihar prison after 11 a.m. This is big day. For now, the CBI alleges that Manish Sisodia has been evasive in his questioning. But Manish Sisodia's lawyers representing him at the Rouse Avenue court have maintained he's only been cooperative. The reason he's been arrested is because he's not confessed to what CBI wanted him to confess, and that's because there's no reason about it. All right, remember the big charges against Manish Sisodia are about corruption, about money laundering, that importantly there was eligibility criteria that was changed. Undue profits were given to private players for the liquor policy that had been introduced when he had the excise portfolio in the Delhi government. That was just one portfolio of the 18 that he had. And it somehow got, a tip-off reached the investigating agencies, and a bureaucrat, a senior officer also agreed that there were changes that were made. The changes were basically the first draft that was made of the liquor excise policy had protocols in place. But by the time the final draft was made and implemented, there were changes that were made that were irregularities that had in focus. There was profit that was given to some private players, which means businessmen, to take the tenders. And eventually there was a chain trail, a route that was taken that was not as per protocol. For Manish Sisodia, it could be a big fall. For an education minister who was being touted as the man of reforms to now be caught in a corruption case. The Aam Aadmi Party maintains this is all bluff, this is all political vendetta against them. But the agencies say they do have a strong lead. An agency, that's a big story. We'll continue to track the latest on that, on the Delhi liquor excise policy and what sort of last-minute changes that were made. Because according to the CBI, there are some missing files that were a legal committee that was made, a legal recommendation. Where did it come from? For an expert committee to go ahead and approve. All of this, remember, has put Aam Aadmi Party on the back foot because CBI says that they have retrieved deleted digital files that the Aam Aadmi Party did not want to be seen.